And here we have the one and only GideonQ from MPL MY, hailing from our neighboring country, the one lone island, used to be best shoutcaster of MPL SG. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Thanks for having me. In fact, you only told me to be here, so I'm here already. And thanks. Bye.
In one sentence, describe to us how MPL MY Season 11, MPL Singapore Season 5 would be.
Revolution.
It's gonna be unrevolutionary.
What has been the biggest surprise in terms of, teams or roster changes aside from Team Secret for MPL SG this season?
I think the biggest surprise so far is just the amount of people who want to win, right? And they're basically doing everything in their power to do so. If they can invest more money into it, they most probably already have. A lot of teams have, overseas coaches coming in, or import players at the same time. They're having, physiologists, mental coaches, sports psychologists, what they call them. Not to mention that they've also got a a nutritionist as well. So they're really working out like athletes.
RSG importing players into their team as well. And generally speaking, last time we have RSG SG, we have Slate as well, and then suddenly RSG become RSG Slate. It's like, so are you RSG or are you Slate? That's another kind of like surprise thing going on about. So Slate is RSG Slate, while the Slate that we know of Slate is currently become Bleed. So is it RSG Slate or RSG Bleed, or is it just RSG with Slate in the name without Slate in the Slate?
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
It has been 5 seasons since MYSG have been their individual league. Do you miss having Singapore in this league, or and why is it yes?
I do miss Singapore being part of the league, because at the very least it kind of keeps us in check, it kind of forces you to play a little bit more competitively. Nobody really wants to let your opponent win to begin with, but at least when you have Singapore, you've got like a different style at the very least, because our way of thinking about the game is very, very different from everybody else's. And at least with Singapore, it kind of fact checks us, it kind of forces us to play against hyper defensive textbook teams to see whether our strategies work. So I think that's like one of the good things if we were together.
I'm glad the split happens. It is what it is. There's a reason why Singapore is not part of Malaysia anymore. Yeah, let's be honest. Singapore is a little red dot as compared to the gargantuan size as compared to us of Malaysia. So there's definitely a lot more representatives coming from Malaysia as compared to Singapore. It's probably like a 1:10 ratio kind of thing. So the chances of Singaporeans being part of MPL MY SG is tremendously low.
Would you rather have a 2-0 series with both games being 25 minutes each, or a 2-1 series with 15-minute games for all 3 games?
Okay. To be honest, I would prefer 2-1 series, hands down.
I would definitely prefer the 25-minute game ones, mainly because if we calculate the total timing of everything, every single time we go to break and come back, that's like a 5 minute slap on, plus potential ad read, plus potential like in between content that we have set up. So it's more than 45 minutes if it's a best of 3 in total. So I think technically I'd be wasting more time in a full 2-1 series compared to a 2-0 series. Yeah, technically whatever saves the most amount of time.
On a wider point of view, right? It's kind of like on the wider spectrum. People will only care about the points of each team. Like if I see 2-0, oh, it's a sweep. You don't really care about what's the nuances within the games. People don't really pay that much attention. While if it's a 2-1 series, people will definitely be able to understand, oh, you know what? This team may actually have a chance. And because of all of that positive connotation that is put onto that quote-unquote losing team, it actually will be able to help us as casters to set up a pace, a narrative for the event even better, so that we'll be able to evoke a lot more emotions within the teams as well as the audiences. This is probably the most serious one that I've said, like the most serious discussion I've had.
What is something that you don't wish even upon your worst enemies in ML terms?
Getting knocked up by Lord just as you retry.
I hope that there won't be that point of time in their life where they are so forced out of it to the point that they have to pick Cyclops. What's the bloody point? So that concludes my TED Talk. Thank you so much for listening.
If I put you guys in a fist fight, who do you think will gonna win?
Me for sure. Abstract's a little bitch. He's a little bitch. What are you talking about? Man's a bottom sub at best. Yeah, he talks a lot. I know he talks a lot of smack, but well, I just know that he's definitely not a leader. Definitely more of a follower. I can't confirm that.
Would you win that fist fight?
What is the rule of that fist fight?
There's no rule. It's a fist fight. It's Fight Club.
So I don't have to use my fist to fight. So can I
Fist fight.
grapple?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I know you know Jiu-Jitsu, so
I
that's
probably will win then. Yeah, I will choke the life out of him, man. He does look like he has very nice chokeable neck.
if there's anything that you guys feel like has changed and you want to tell MPL SG or like the casters at MPL SG, what would it be?
Nothing's changed. Keep trying. Good luck in doing internationals.
Firstly, to the teams, all of you guys in MPL MY, keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys have been definitely doing very well. Don't let the other haters, affect you guys too much. Just do what you do. Find your eureka moment, and eventually you guys will be able to, be one of the strongest region out there. In the meantime, for Gideon, I'll choke the life out of you, you submissive, dominant piece of.
Yeah. Well, before we close things out, where can people find you?
They can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all under the tag GideonQ. At Fatal 5-Way, if you really want to go specific, but GideonQ should be more than enough. You can like and follow my socials there. And help me subscribe to my channel. I need subscribers, please. Please, I need help.
You all can find me most, if not all, the social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, grind at Such Abstract. So it's very simple. Just at Such Abstract.
All right. So we'll see you more on Instagram. Thank you again for being
Thanks for having
here.
me.
Thank you very much for being here.
See you. What the hell is Gideon? Ow! I pulled on my.